How's it going, my fellow Flesh and Blood players? So with Heavy Hitters coming up, I don't think we're going to hear anything about any lore until the set is officially released. So this is just going to be a lore talk and some speculations I have. So to begin, I kind of want to figure out where the location of this death match is. So I do have a couple here. They do say about Rhynar heading up north, plus we also have Victor Goldmane coming from northern Solana here. Part of my speculations, because right here is the Savage Lands, and for Rhynar to stray way too far from that, I think is kind of odd and far-fetched. So there's this little area right here that I think would be a good spot for a death match, especially because it's in a crater and you have this massive skeleton that could be part of the arena. Another idea I thought would be it, which would be kind of odd, is right here kind of looks like a coliseum here, but it's also surrounded by this huge body of water. So it would be interesting if that is the location, just because by looking at it, it does kind of look like a coliseum, but we'll find out. I think right here would be a much better option, because I don't know how Rhynar could get there by being surrounded with all the water here. Another reason why I think right here would be a good spot, so along the border of the Savage Lands, there's a lot of story of people being set up in tents, and they're people looking to capture creatures, or it's for lab studies and everything like that. So I feel like there's, I guess you could call them poachers, or just thieves in general, capturing creatures from the Savage Lands here and then taking it to the Colosseum and selling them. So I feel like this might be a much better location, but we will find out what that becomes later. Also, it kind of makes some sense when they capture KO that they're only coming here, because I feel like if KO had his wits, he probably would have broke free and got out of there, but yeah, so that's my speculation for that. With Kasai, what's very interesting is that during the one article, I believe she was fighting somewhere in this area and then wound up all the way over here. Because she's been trying to build an army, it makes more sense that I think she tried to travel west here, got to where all the tents and the campsites are here, and maybe got some wind about the Colosseum from there, and then that's where she ends up over here, or I guess possibly up over here. And after she builds that army, she's got a long way to go to get all the way back down to Valcor. And I said in my video last week as well, what's funny is that the Emperor is dead in Valcor. So it's going to be kind of interesting what she's going to do when she gets back there and realizes there's either nothing to take over, or there's going to be somebody new there that she's probably going to want to kill and take over anyways. And I wonder if she's going to run into Dromai or Phi in that process. It will be interesting to see what happens there. As far as Rhynar, and I said that in my video last week as well, I think it'd be really cool with him stumbling into the arena, if it's over here, that he just kind of shows up here, because you know he wants to take over as much of the land as possible and be the alpha male. Gets here and then realizes that KO is also there as well, and then instead of him just trying to kill everybody, tries to end up saving KO from this mess here and taking him back to the Savage Lands, and then kind of starts making like a brute pact. Even though they say that they wander alone, there's a lot of art images of them rallying together. So that might be the time when he starts to maybe build a force and then going back to the Colosseum and just wiping out every human that's there. There's really not much to say about Olympia and Betsy other than they kind of grew up in this area. So if they start to wander astray afterwards, it'll be really interesting to see where they take them. As far as Victor Goldmane, so he was in the northern kingdom of Solana. I don't know if he's actually in the area. Excuse me. Or if he's actually up here. It's quite a journey away to get all the way over here, but there are a lot of warriors and such from Solana sitting on these borderlines, and I think a lot of it's just kind of like lab research and such, but they're also trying to keep the Savage Lands at bay from possibly traveling over here and then causing a ruckus, because you know they're dealing with the monastery already, so they got enough problems. So I'm assuming Victor Goldmane possibly came over here to see how some people are doing, what they were up to, and maybe caught wind about this Colosseum. And he was kind of like, okay, yeah, I want to go check that out and possibly try to get some bigger warriors here, spread the word of Solana, bring them back here so they have a stronger army to deal with. Which sounds all well and good, but he's, I guess, rather than sugarcoat it, he's kind of an asshole. He's pretty selfish, and he more wants to, instead of helping Solana out, helping himself. So I think he's coming here, I guess I would say similar to what Kasai's doing. Rather than him trying to build an army for revenge, he's trying to build an army for himself, go back to the kingdom, and hopefully spread more of his reign. I think that would be the end of my rant there. I hope you all enjoyed my assumptions. If you have any theories about everything, if you feel like my location is correct, or if you think it should be somewhere different, please let me know in the comments below. I would be very happy to discuss about lore speculations and such. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next week. Take care.